This morning, I'm very happy to welcome Mark Olan Dreesen. He's the founder of Berlin Series Festival. Good morning,
Good
Mark.
morning. Hi.
How are you?
Really good, really good. It's getting busy now preparing the festival, and I'm enjoying the summer. It's very good and nice here in Berlin. Thank you.
Yes, before the cold weather in Berlin. Yes.
Well, yeah, that is when you go to the Berlinale, and then it's cold.
Yes. I would like to ask you a little bit about yourself,
Yes.
your work interest in entertainment before founding the festival, the Berlin Series Festival.
I started actually pretty late in my life, if you compare it to other talents. But I went to an acting school when I was 23 at that time. I think I was 20 or 24. So kind of pretty late because there are people starting earlier. So I did that in Italy. I lived in Italy for 4 years, and I met my mentor there. And then I just visited the school. I did it for 3 years, and I started working in the entertainment industry on TV shows or TV films in Italy and Germany. And then it was clear that there will be a new family member, let's put it this way. And I just wanted to have something that I can build on. And I always loved the idea of having an own company, an own enterprise. And we started an adventure. I'm talking me and my team and friends, always organize sort of being in the industry, getting to know people, started doing master classes with friends of ours who are in the entertainment industry, who are successful. And I think that was a start. And then sort of we had the idea to build around those educational seminars, put it this way, screenings. And then on top of that, panels and talks. And so it sort of just became a little bigger. And this is what brought me from Italy to Berlin, back to Germany, where I initiated and founded a festival and said, hey, let's do it here rather than in Rome, where I was in Italy. And so knowing the inflation of festivals and the numbers of festivals around the world and the major festivals we all love to go to, I sort of wanted to have something that is maybe a little unique, maybe more for the public audience. And so we started with B2C, so to speak, and then added actually the professional days and industry days later on, which was quickly or well received and had a lot of visitors coming in and participants. So we were very glad that there was a need, there was a hunger. I think it was fast accepted, and that's based on the great content that is right now in the market.
Tell me about the sections of the festival. What do you screen usually?
We had if you look at the market over, what is it? I'm not sure, it was 300 or over 300 projects alone in the United States of TV content. And then, let alone Europe and all its countries. There's so much content that we have, we decided to start with whatever is coming out in a year. We try to pick it as an official selection. This is how we started. And then after that, we actually, we had an official competition. We have an off competition. We had, I think, animation and kids section. And besides that, we try to have a docu-series section right now, which started last year. And we have also integrated it in the official competition. So these are the 4 sections we have at the moment.
Yes. And tell me, is finding sponsorship is easy because you have many festivals in Berlin and across Germany, and of course you are in the land of the Berlinale. Tell me, is it easy to find sponsorship from Germany and Europe?
I think it's always important to find the right partners. Because you can go, if you're lucky enough to have a big network, I think you can go actually to many, or knock on many doors and sell them a platform and show them a clarify what the benefit is and the mutual benefit between you know, all the parties that could be involved. I think if they see that you are passionate, if they see that you're burning for something, if they see that you really sweating and put your blood, tears, and sweat into a project, in that case, an enterprise of having a festival that is in this town, a city like Berlin, we do have the Berlinale, which is celebrating film, in my opinion, first. And of course, there's one of the biggest market, if not the biggest market in the world, the EFM, and around that they built, you know, the program. It got so extended in a way that it's almost impossible to go through all those events and enjoy it. So being in the city with the Berlinale in town, which is a wonderful festival, I think it was tough in the beginning. But if you know what you're going to do, and if you know what you try to celebrate and what talents you try to put on the platform and putting them into a spotlight, kind of, then it's actually, I don't want to say hard, because we got to know many people who were interested in working with us. But I think it's not easy. So
Yes.
yeah, to say the least, it's not easy, and it's not really hard. If you have a clear idea. It has to be concise, clear, and people have to know what they're getting. That's it.
Okay. And tell me about your preparation this year for the edition. What happened?
Well,
yeah,
it's a year where you actually think about. We thought at first, when it all happened in March, I think mid-March, when it started here in Germany, Berlin, we were not sure if we should continue or if we should cancel, because obviously there were some sponsors who said, come back end of the year, knock at our door. The door is always open. We discussed 21 or even 22. I mean, because nothing was clear, and it was sort of, it's still the unknown, and people are always afraid of the unknown, because they don't have anything they can hold on to, or people losing their jobs around the world, and we don't know in terms of even the economy that is collapsing in many countries in a way. Or if you look at the stock market, it's the unknown. It's hard to know when people will rebound and feel safe again, because safety, the idea of safetyness is important for everyone when it comes to numbers and money. So we wanted to cancel, and then we said, no, let's do a hybrid version. And then it was clear that that's a stupid idea. So we wanted to go all digital and virtual, virtually building a platform, also virtual market. We're actually still in beta phase and launching it by the end of the year, but that was a good idea. But it was clear we would not be ready for summer, and not even now until end of September. The festival is now scheduled end of September. So we were thinking about so many things, and along the way, a lot of doubts, along the way, a lot of hope. So it's not a hybrid version now. It is only digital. Even if we just have one day, it's clear that it's just for thinking about security concepts. It's just maybe for 40 or 50 people, which is I don't even know. It's not even 5% of what, you know, of the people that would come to a festival, even to ours. Yeah, so it's a digital version that what we do right now, working with Zoom, talking to many people, recording a lot of stuff, going to post-production. So it became sort of a lot of editing, post-production, interviewing, talking, and meeting people in a virtual chat room, which is not the same, because the spirit dies. It's you don't feel the vibration of people, which is what a festival in its essence should be. And that's the beauty of it. But we do it. We will have a digital ceremony. We will celebrate talent, the work of this year, 2020. We have a beautiful lineup, beautiful TV shows from around the world. I think we had submissions of 18 countries this year, which is beautiful. I hope it will be more in the future, but being in a fourth year, I think it's fantastic. Starting with an official competition, I mean, 2 years ago, I think it's a good beginning, a good start, and we're all proud. And I'm happy that my team is still working, knowing that this year it's all, yeah, it's tough. It's just tough in terms of not having no ticket selling at all, which is what a festival needs, obviously.
Yes. And did you receive same number of film like last year? I mean, the submissions were good enough?
Even more so. Yes, I was surprised that even more countries, more high-end productions, which is very important in terms of in the TV industry. I think really the likes of ITV Studios, Amazon, you know, discussing with Netflix, even though they kind of pulled out in terms of not participating in all festivals, but with premieres. But in competition, I hope Netflix, Amazon, ITV Studios, BBC, all the way to CBS, Viacom, and so the big studios and the big platforms are actually participating this year. We just have to see. There will be no premieres in the sense of festivals, but there will be official lineup. And what is actually not true, I think we have 2 world premieres this year, as far as I can remember, 2 world premieres and some international premieres and German premieres. So it's good, but it's not the same. It's just, but you should download the app and watch it from home. So we kind of give you a front row seat, sitting at home enjoying something on a small screen, which is, you know, high end, is supposed to be on a big screen in a way, in the sense of cinematic pleasure. But I think still that's where the tech world is going. So there's no way around it. But that's another debate, stuff that we're discussing at a conference. But eventually it will all end up on the internet. And then this is where you're going to watch content. This is where we live in those times.
Yes. So right now, for people to enjoy the festival, they can download an app on Google Store and Apple Store.
Yeah, they will need to download the app Tata 2, which is a screening partner, festival partner of ours, and a dear friend of mine is the founder. It's a wonderful platform that is Bitcoin based. It's very easy to understand. Their interface and the navigation, it's all very easy. It's like Netflix in terms of, you know, downloading it, signing up for free, and then enjoying the festival section that will be basically on the app. And you can watch it from a desktop, iPhone, iPad.
I mean, it's international. Anybody can download it, not only in Germany.
The specifics in terms of the technical specifics and in terms of geo blocking, this is an app that you can download probably worldwide. I cannot speak for countries like Russia and China. In most cases, we know how these, and that's another discussion again, another debate. It doesn't belong here, but yeah. I think, I think it's downloadable worldwide for sure. And in terms of having access, we're still talking to the digital rights management department of many of those platforms and studios in terms of having it only available in Germany. There's another case for some projects, but mostly I think people in Europe will have access because it's based on the deals and contracts we're going through. And we sort of have to, of course, because those are licensed products. Let's put it this way, and we have to see if we can do it worldwide. In some cases, probably only Germany, in some others, Europe. So, but in most cases, you can even sit in Australia or Thailand and watch the show.
Or Egypt here.
Say it again?
Or Egypt here.
Or Egypt, hopefully, of course, yes. But thank you so much again. Thank you for these wonderful questions.
Thank you, Mark. I wish you all the best, you and your team, for the preparation and the launch and all the technical logistics. You know, I know it's it's like a crossover to another territory, but we hope we can make it in terms of film festivals, entertainment, production. You know, it's all of these entertainment categories are interconnected. You know, and
absolutely,
yeah. So I want to thank you very much, and we will be sharing the link to your festival to the application on the website and the YouTube channel, and we'll give you all of our support. And we hope to hear some good news about this edition and the preparation for next year as well.